Hey guys, so it's an interesting question that was brought up to me by one of my clients in a session today about living authentically, living honestly. And it's a really interesting question because most of us would say, if you were asked on the street today, are you living a lie or are you living in honesty? Almost all of us would say that we're living in honesty, that we're a really honest person and we're doing our best and we're going along with the flow and everything is pretty good. If someone said, do you love yourself? We go, oh my God, do I love myself? Of course I do. And I would have been in the same position. As a matter of fact, for a number of years, if someone said, do you love yourself? I'd say, oh my God, I teach this shit, for God's sake, right? How could I not love myself when I am all over the world speaking and traveling and writing books and counseling and coaching and doing radio shows and everything else? How could I not? But the truth is that many of us, myself included, and I'm going to be a leader here, I was lying to myself and the world for years. I was absolutely in denial. There's three henchmen of success. And when I say henchmen, they're the three things that keep us from finding inner peace and finding contentment and finding love in a relationship and finding love with ourselves. Do you know what they are? Do you know what the three henchmen, the three things that keep us back? Number one is justification. We know we need to change, quit drinking, quit smoking, quit overeating. We need to quit beating people up emotionally, quit doing passive-aggressive behavior. But, we justify. And then the second one is we rationalize that it's the weekend and I deserve A, B, C, D, E. I deserve to buy these things on sale even though it's going to stretch me, even though I don't have the money, right? It's like we rationalize, we justify. And then the biggest one of all is denial. And that's where I lived for years. People perceived that I had it all together, and it was a great perception, and I actually furthered that perception. I really did, and I was living in complete denial. I was living a lie, a complete lie. And I want to ask you today to really do some internal searching, some looking, and some making some decisions about where you really are in life. The people that are living a lie like I was, are those individuals that are drinking on a regular basis, those individuals who are overweight, those individuals who are smoking, those individuals. And, I'm not saying this out of judgment. My Lord, I just outed myself, right? And when people would ask me in 1990, how I was doing phenomenal. I was doing awesome. I was incredible, The truth was I was going through an incredibly deep clinical depression, suicidal thoughts, suicidal plans. I was living a lie. I was projecting to the world an image I wanted everyone to see, and it was absolute bullshit. Complete bullshit. Now, when I say complete, did I have the intention to do this? No. But we don't have to have the intention to be in denial or to rationalize or to justify our behaviors, If we're holding resentments and we say that we're a spiritual person, we say we're a religious person, but we really can't stand someone because we haven't worked through the real work of forgiveness, then we're living a lie. And this is about calling ourselves out. The most authentic people in the world are those that sit down one day with a pen and paper and go, holy crap, I'm a dickhead. We've got to be willing to have that kind of an approach in life if you want to move ahead. The people with, hey there, Rosalind from Australia. I love you, honey. Great to have you with us. The people that are living with the most contentment and the most inner peace are those that are doing what I'm saying right now. We call our asses out. We call ourselves out. We say we're this philanthropic person. We say that we're this person of service. We say that but are we doing anything? And I don't mean writing checks. Are we doing anything in our society? Are we volunteering? Are we giving our time away? What are we doing differently? Are you living a lie or are you authentic? Are you willing to get open and honest with one person, maybe a counselor, a coach, a best friend, a partner, and say, oh my crap, like maybe this weekend, this would be an absolute great weekend to get together with someone and to say, I got to call myself out. I've told this story before, but, as a counselor, I have other counselors that we trade time with and we just help each other out. And a number of years ago, we did this exercise, myself and this counselor who I love to death. And it was all about who am I? Who am I? And so I came up with all these things and she came up with all these things. I said, I'm this relaxed individual. I'm driven but relaxed and I'm a free spirit and, I'm blah, 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 blah. And I got through my list and she looked at me and she said, what a bunch of crap. Don't you love that? Like, you can't do this on your own. I'm going to tell you something, man. You got to work with someone else. And I go, what do you mean what a bunch of crap? She goes, you are not a relaxed person at all. Oh my God. You are the farthest from relaxed. You are the most type A. You never stop. You never slow down. And she was right. you know? And she was right. And she was one of those people that called me out. And I absolutely loved it. I had a counselor in 1997, Jackie Jackie Twitchell. Jackie was phenomenal. 1997, she called me out on being one of the most codependent men she ever had met in her life. And because she did that, and I was saying I was this independent free spirit, and she goes, oh my Lord, David. You know, and she was right. And I worked with her for a year to help shatter my codependency in relationships. So I want to ask you, how authentic, how honest, how real are you? Look in the mirror, you know, strip yourself naked, look in the mirror, look into your eyes. You know, are you deceiving yourself? Are you denying the truth? Are you justifying and rationalizing behaviors or anger, resentment, rage? Are you not admitting that you're going through depression? Are you hiding behind your financial challenges but still spending money, right? Like this is about getting authentic and real. And I want to tell you guys something else too. You know, if anyone knows about my path and where I am right now, you know, I am railing against my own industry because of the nonsense put behind the power of positive thinking. You know, our book became a #1 bestseller because I called out all of the crap, all the teachings that are out there. There's a bunch of nonsense that, you know, whatever you put out into the universe, you attract in kind. That's not true. Oh my God, it's not true. If it was true, we have 70% of the American public overweight or obese, okay? 70%, gang. If it was so easy to put positive thoughts out in the universe, don't you think that we should have seen in the last 15 years a huge decrease in the amount of people overweight if all you had to do was think positive thoughts? You know, that's the other thing. I'm going to rail for a minute here. You know, when we say affirmations like, you know, I love myself, and we go and overeat, and we smoke, and we drink, what a bunch of crap. You know, like affirmations can hold you back from being real. When you're saying, I am a millionaire every morning, when you're struggling to pay your bills, that's a bunch of crap. We have a brand new book coming out January 1st. It's called Focus, and we call all of this stuff out, you know? If you're part of that positive thinking movement and you're hiding behind affirmations, but you're not doing the work like I was, and I'm calling myself out here. In our current #1 best-selling book, I tell this story how for 25 years I woke up every day and I said, I am David Essel, a child of God, happy, healthy, and sober today. And every freaking night I drank myself to sleep. I was lying my ass off. I was not authentic. I was in denial big time. And maybe there's some of you watching this right now that this might rankle you. You know, maybe this is going to piss you off that I'm calling out all these people that are teaching this crap that doesn't work, but it's true. You know, if this stuff worked, if it was so easy, you know, and I used to teach it, and I said, I'm so sorry. I say I'm so sorry every day for saying stuff like, whatever you believe you can achieve. That's not true. That's not true at all. People have believed that they're worthy of great love and millions of dollars and a great body, but because they don't do the work every day, 365 days in a year in a row, they're never going to get it, you know? So let's be open and honest with ourselves. We got to start with ourselves. Let's not worry about anyone else, okay? Put your pen to paper. Write down the ways that you're not authentic, that you're not honest with yourself and others, and that's the first step. In our new book, we say, you know, if you're struggling in an area of life, your affirmation should be, I am an alcoholic. I am overweight. I am a financial mess. Like, that's an honest affirmation, baby, because the only place change starts is with honesty. You cannot change when you're in denial. You can't be using positive thinking crap if you're not doing the work and think it's going to get you anywhere. It's never going to. You know, I mean, we have to break out of these boxes and this stuff that we buy into that's not true. You know, it's just not true. And when it's true, and if it ever changes, I'll be the first one to get on the same soapbox I'm on right now and go, oh my God, I was wrong. Again. Hey, listen, I love you all. If I can ever help you, go to my website, talkdavid.com. But I just want to get you to rally around honesty, rally around the truth. Quit pointing fingers, look at yourself, make the changes you have to make, and then you're going to be the most freaking amazing leader that you have ever experienced in your life. You will be that person that you follow. You will be the person who inspires you to do greatness. It starts with honesty, okay? I love you all very much. Have a beautiful, beautiful day.